what's up my Wildberry Pop-Tarts? This is Rob from A Gay Guy Plays, and no, I have absolutely no clue what series of fruits to call you guys next, so I figured that I would go ahead and pull out my favorite fruit-filled Pop-Tart flavor. But if we're gonna be honest, the top of the charts is definitely s'mores. Regardless, we are back with another installment of the Weekly Nightwave, the series where we take a look at this week's acts and find the most entertaining or most efficient way to take them on. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a Warframe of the week, but I did want to have a chat about DE pulling inspiration from other games and what games you would pull the next Warframe from if you had your choice. And we do have a little bit of a watch list. It's weird because I finished a lot of things, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown of what I would recommend and what I wouldn't. So let's go ahead and kick things off with this week's acts. So first and foremost, we have our daily, which is kill 150 enemies with corrosive. Next one up, we have is short circuit, which is kill 150 enemies with electricity damage. Then we have warning shot, which is kill 200 enemies. I'm sorry, I was gonna read my own progress, but look, it's 169. I'm just saying, we're on theme here. We have good friend, which is your first weekly, and this is help Clem with his weekly mission. Jailer, which is complete 3 capture missions, super duper easy. Operative, complete 3 spy missions. Test subject, complete 8 zones of sanctuary onslaught. Then we have vault looter, unlock 4 Orokin derelict vaults. Defense, complete a defense mission reaching at least wave 20, and Grove Guardian, defeat a silver Grove Spectre. I'm so happy that they knocked down Grove Guardian to just 1, because having to farm up 3 different ones, that was just a little bit too much. Now, unfortunately, there is not much overlap this week because it seems to be spread out across all of these different mission types. But my question for you guys, and I already know what my answer is going to be, but what Warframe would you use to do every single one of these? Like, use one Warframe, but test them out in every single run of them. Which one would you choose? Of course, mine would be Loki, no questions asked. Now, let's go ahead and talk about my Warframe of the week, which isn't really a Warframe of the week, but as many of you guys know, Protea was finally shown. They went ahead and gave us a view of her model, which I think a lot of us were a little bit weirded out about. However, some people really did like the whole fabric mask over her face, which I can't blame you. It feels very ninja-esque. The hip things look a little bit odd, but maybe with animations and with the rest of her abilities keyed in, it'll make a lot more sense. However, like I had stated before, I kind of feel like Protea is based off of something that we would see in Overwatch, especially with Tracer being involved and having that rewind ability. Then of course we have Torbjorn, which can place turrets, and a lot of the other abilities kind of overlapping with things that we've seen in that game. And we all know that DE Rebecca has been playing League of Legends lately, and there is Echo over there. So I'm just saying, for those of you who don't know, Echo also rewinds just like Tracer rewinds, and now we're going to have Protea rewind. Now, previously, I had also stated that I felt like they had pulled, Goss, which is one of my favorite Warframes, as an interceptor from Anthem. And legit, 150% say that is exactly how he feels like in Game 2. And I think that they did a great job kind of porting something over from a different video game into this one. So, with keeping that in mind, is there any game that you would want DE to pull a character out of and base a Warframe on? Now, I've had like my own concepts for Warframes in the past, and I'm going to be honest with you. One of them was heavily influenced by Gilgamesh. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever played Final Fantasy, but he was a summon from, I believe, Final Fantasy VIII, and he had all of these different swords. He was like a samurai. And basically, thank you for following whoever follows me on Twitch right now. But legitimately, what would basically happen is he would have a set of different swords. One, I think it was like called the Zentetsuken, which basically just instantly killed a whole bunch of enemies. Then he had things like Excalibur and Masamune, which would do a whole bunch of damage in an area of effect. And then he had Excalibur, which would only do 1 damage to enemies. So it would always be really, really random. But it would be kind of cool to see like a master swordsman being able to pull out all of these traditional Japanese weapons. So I don't know about the rest of you guys, but are there any other and I always think of like summons from Final Fantasy because I think that they're the most visual and most graphic of what you can do. But if there are any other games out there that you would want to pull a character from, let me know down in the comments below. I'm really, really interested because here's the thing, like you can only come up with so many original ideas before certain ideas start to overlap. I mean, we've got Wukong in Smite, we have Wukong in, what do you call this, in League of Legends, and of course we have him here, and plenty of other games. We even have Ninja in Smite as well as other games too. So I'm just kind of like feeling like there are other influences that we can pull from that might translate very, very well into game. Let me know what you guys think about that. Now, we're gonna go ahead and close things out with the weekly watch list, which, to be honest with you, is more of like a review of the things that I've watched recently, basically because this week is the week that I like finished everything. So I went ahead and on Netflix I watched The Ghost Bride, which I was kind of disappointed in. Not disappointed in a bad way, but I don't know, when I think of Asian cinema, and maybe this is like the racist part of me, I'm expecting some sort of like kung fu fight. Like I want some action. I really am an action type of guy. So a lot of people had said, no, Ghost Bride is not the anime translated into a live thing. It instead is actually its own standalone, and you're thinking of a different anime that kind of has a similar name. So unfortunately, I'm petting my cat right now, if you're wondering what this hand motion is. But I was thinking it was more action, but it's more drama. It's got like some comedy in there. So if you're looking for like an Asian drama with a little splash of comedy, that's definitely one that you can go ahead and look into. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I did feel like I was gonna be willing to watch it to the very end. Next up, we have Sex Ed Season 2. Oh my god, absolutely amazing. A must watch. It's comedic, it's dramatic, it's just good overall, and it's a little bit dark. It's light, but it's dark at the same time. It's that weird kind of British comedy, which you can kind of see from both ends of the spectrum. I like it. Next up, we have The Circle, which is a reality show from Netflix. It was absolute garbage trash, but it was really good garbage trash. It's kind of like how fast food is terrible for you, and you know, like if you had restaurant versions of that, it would be way better, but somehow there's something about the fact that it's slightly garbage that you like. And I have to say that it was really well done. There was a lot of surprises in there that made you go, oh my god, what are they gonna do next? So if you're looking for some reality show garbage on Netflix, The Circle is actually pretty good. And then lastly, moving on to HBO, I went ahead and wrapped up His Dark Materials. I know it's been over for a while, but for me, I don't know, I feel like it kind of ended abruptly. I feel like the last few episodes, I was like, boom, this major plot point happened. Boom, this major plot point was just closed up. And boom, the ending was like, there's more to come. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. So it was good all the way through until they started kind of like getting up to the, you know, finishing line. After that, it was just like boom, boom, boom. Everything happens at once and it's over. Now, the things that are actually on my watch list, I actually discovered one just a little bit before this video, but it's called October Faction on Netflix, and it's a really interesting story. I've only watched the first episode, but basically it's about these two parents that like have to hunt monsters, but they're also like government funded, and they're like hiding it from their kids. But you know, the guy who's like the father, his parents died and he inherited the business from them, and they became agents and shit. It's weird, but I like it. So far the acting is good. All the cinematography is really, really good, except for the like child versions of the parents, where they're like in flashbacks. They're not very good, but everybody else is pretty freaking solid. And I promise that this week I will start The Expanse, which is over on Amazon Prime, I believe. I got some threats on the last video that I had to, or I would suffer some consequences. So that's where I'm currently standing right now for my watch list. Let me know what you guys are watching this week down in the comments below as well. I'm always very, very curious, mainly because of the fact that I've literally cleared off a majority of my watch list, except for anime. I haven't managed to jump on that one. I have like a list from stream ages ago as to what to watch on there, so I still have to find some time to knock those out. And lastly, it's not really a watch list because, as you guys know, things have gone quiet in Warframe for a little bit, and I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I've been having a ton of fun over there. I've gotten a whole bunch of new weapons that I've been playing over the last few days. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are a heavy bow gunner, it's still the Legion of Shattercrest. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. And then I got the Nurkakagwa, Nergigante. No, not Nergigante. That's a different animal. Nakakuger. That one. The Bat, Cat, Rat one. I got the armor set for that, and I'm feeling kind of like Batman and Catwoman had a baby and also dressed it up in a whole bunch of like furs. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting off of it, but I'm having a lot of fun over there. So if you guys want, follow me over on twitch.tv/agayGuyPlays and watch me hunt things, or watch me play a little bit of Railjack too, because I'm having fun with that as well. I'm honestly just waiting for the Ku Village changes to go live, and then I'm gonna start finishing up my farms on that, because I really don't want to make any more progress on it if I know a new system is coming up real soon to fix some of the issues that we currently have. Regardless, that's going to be it for me for now. Let me know down in the comments below all of your feels. Let me know if you've been playing Monster Hunter World and what heavy bowgun and light bowguns you like, but it's still Legia Shattercrest. I'm just telling you, that's just the be-all, end-all. Sorry. Regardless, that does it for me for now, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!